Mayad-ayad nga hapon, we, Tricia de la Paz,
Kyla Andrea Rodriguez, si Princess May Maneja, will bring you to one of the most astonishing regions of the Philippines.
Region 6, Western Visayas Region.
Western Visayas consists of major island of Panay and smaller Guimaras,
as well as several outlying islands. It also includes the western half of the larger island of Negros.
The region is bordered to the north by the Sibuyan Sea, northeast by the Visayan Sea, east by the province of Negros Oriental in central Visayas, south by the Iloilo Strait and the Panay Gulf, and west by the Sulu Sea.
Let's start first with Guimaras, or the mango capital of the Philippines. Guimaras is an island province of the Philippines located in the western Visayas region. Among the smallest and youngest provinces, its capital is Jordan. The island is located in the Panay Gulf between the island of Panay and Negros. They longest observe certain customs and tradition about birth, baptism, courtship, marriage, death, and burial. About the birth, the members of the family see to it that all the wishes of an expectant mother are granted. They are careful not to displace the mother for fear that she might give birth prematurely. About the baptism, the parents select godparents very carefully so that child will take after the good character traits of the godparents. Second is the parent choose the priest or the minister to baptize the child. About the courtship, the man courted the girl of his choice by visiting her at home and sending love letters. When the girl accepts the man, they become engaged. Before their marriage, the man has to observe the pabagbati and the paregalo. About the marriage is solemnized by a minister of the church or by the justice of peace court. On the eve of the wedding day, a dance is held at the house of the bride-to-be. The expenses for the wedding dress, church rite, and wedding reception are shouldered by the groom and his family. About the death and burial. The death and burial of a person is community affair. Relatives and friends offer help to the relatives of the dead person in the form of money and service. Friends and relatives attend to the wake and offer prayers for the dead man's soul. There are ethnic groups on Guimaras. The first one is the Hiligaynon people or mga Hiligaynon, often referred to as Ilonggo people, mga Ilonggo, or Panayan people, mga Panayanon, are a Visayan ethnic group whose primary language is Hiligaynon, an Austronesian language of the Visayan branch, native to Panay, Guimaras, and Negros. There are a lot of tourist attractions in Guimaras, but I will present 4 of the best attractions. First is Guwisi Beach, is located in Nueva Valencia, Guimaras. Guwisi Beach is one of the famous tourist spots in Guimaras. It is considerable stretch of a golden yellow sand beach and emerald green waters. Visitors found this very alluring since the seawater in the shore is so transparent that one would see through the sand or pebbles. Below them, as one goes on, colors turns to emerald green to blue waters. Interesting rock formation can also be found at both ends of the beach. Perfect for swimming, cliff jumping, or just taking beautiful pictures. For overnight stay, there are 2 beach resorts in Guwisi Beach to choose from. The second on the list is the Guwisi Lighthouse. It's located in Nueva Valencia, Guimaras also. Guwisi Lighthouse, just near Guwisi Beach, is another one of the known tourist spots in Guimaras. It is an 18th century old Spanish lighthouse that served as navigational aid to sailors cruising the Guimaras Strait, the second oldest lighthouse in the country. On the way to the lighthouse, one can notice the remains of the ruined structure in the area. Although there is a sign that it's not safe to climb, most courageous ones do. A careful climb to a spiral staircase would lead to the top of the lighthouse, where breathtaking panoramic view of the Guimaras Strait and Guwisi Beach awaits. The third on the list is the Alubihod Beach. It's located in Nueva Valencia, Guimaras also. Alubihod Beach is one of the most famous tourist spots in Guimaras, the most popular beach destination in the entire island. It is public beach with a long stretch of somewhat fine creamy and sand beach mix. With some red smooth pebbles, though it is a public beach, it is clean and same goes with the seawater. This is a favorite destination among locals and tourists that flocks, especially on holidays or summer. Perimeter floaters on the beach can be noticed preventing swimmers on going too far. Alubihod Beach is the jump-off point for island hopping activities in Guimaras. The fourth one is the Tacloban Island National Marine Sanctuary is located in Nueva Valencia, Guimaras. One of the best places to visit in Guimaras is the Tacloban Island National Marine Sanctuary. It is a protected marine area in Guimaras being maintained by the University of the Philippines, Visayas of nearby Iloilo province. Registration and accommodation are on donation rate. It is composed of many small islands with lush vegetation. One can explore the vast mangrove secluded coves, white sand beaches, and sandbars. A lighthouse on top of a hill will give a beautiful view of the entire island and the vast sea. Aside from the tourist attraction, there are also festivals in Guimaras that is visited by the tourists. The first is the Guimaras Mango Festival. Is the event of the year of this beautiful lush green province of the Philippines, held to honor the sweetest mangoes of the world that are grown in this area, as well as to commemorate the foundation of the province of Guimaras. The celebration is usually held every April in Jordan. The second one is the Palayag Festival, celebrated every third Sunday of January by the municipality of Buenavista in honor the town's patron Saint Senior Santo Niño. This cultural festival that was first celebrated in 2007 made maximum use of the rich cultural tradition of the oldest municipality of the province of Guimaras.
Maayong aga o hapon, welcome to the province of Iloilo, famously known as the heart of the Philippines, since it is located in the middle of the archipelago. Its capital, Iloilo City, is also known as the City of Love, and Ilonggos are famous for being soft-spoken and sweet. Iloilo City, officially known as the City of Iloilo, is a first-class, highly urbanized city in the Western Visayas region of the Philippines on island of Panay. Iloilo City is home to historical landmarks, quaint beaches and islands, heritage homes, plus tasty and unique cuisines. The province's picturesque natural wonders and friendly locals will make this a destination that will feel like a second home. Iloilo is also host to a very rich and colorful culture, brought about by a very eventful past. The essential components of Ilonggo culture are language, oral literature like epics, myths, legends, proverbs, and many more. The Gigantes Islands, also known as Islas de Gigantes or the Islands of Giants, is a remote group of islands located off the coast Charles and Estancia towns in northeastern Iloilo, Philippines. Gigantes Islands, its name came from the local tales that bones of giant humans were found in one of the caves here. This Iloilo Island hopping destination is also known for fresh but budget-friendly seafood. The Miagao Church, also known as Santo Tomas de Villanueva Church, is a Roman Catholic church located in Miagao, Iloilo, Philippines. The facade of Miagao Church consists of an ornately decorated bas-relief in the middle of two huge watchtower belfries on each side, a unique characteristics of church facade. One of Iloilo's most iconic streets is Calle Real. It has been featured countless times in magazine and has been shot by photographers for its historic buildings. It is located along J.M. Basa, and Calle Real is also known as Iloilo City's Heritage Street. Mulo Church is known for female church because of female saint statue that stand on each pillar on the aisle of the church. Mulo Church is famous Spanish colonial church and heritage site in Mulo district. It known for prominent red spires that crown its tall bell towers and as the feminist church because of the all-woman ensemble of saints represent in 16 statues perched on the aisle pillars. At the center of the altar is where Saint Anne and patron Saint Mulo stands. Dinagyang Festival. Dinagyang Festival is one of the biggest and world-class festival in the Philippines. It traces the history of devotion to the Holy Child Jesus, popularly known to Filipino devotees as Senior Santo Niño. The festival also commemorates the arrival of Malay settlers and the legendary barter of Panay Island from the natives called Ati. Competition every fourth Sunday of January. The Parao Regatta Festival or Iloilo Parao Regatta Festival is an annual festival held every third weekend of February in the Villa de Arevalo District, Iloilo City, Philippines. Its main event is a sailboat race in Iloilo Strait that features the Parao, a Visayan double outrigger sailboat. It is the oldest traditional craft event in Asia and the largest sailing event in the Philippines.
Mayad-ayad nga hapon, now let's go over with the clan. A clan originally known as Minuro It Achaean, it is considered as the oldest province in the country and is believed to have been established as early as 1213 by settlers from the Borneo ruled by Dato Dinaganan. The people who live here are called Aklanon. The people had thought the Spaniards were asking the name of the river, which was actually Achaean. The capital city of Aklan is Kalibo. It is divided into 327 barangays, grouped into 17 municipalities, of which Kalibo is considered as the capital town. Their dialect is Bisaya Aklanon or Akianon, also known as Bisaya, Binisaya nga, or Aklanon. Now let's talk about their custom and tradition. They have here the piña weaving. The piña cloth and other piña products could cost a fortune, and these are being considered works of art and collector items. Perhaps the best example of super bee handmade craft. They also have this tradition that they called Higante Contest. This event is one of the highlights in the celebration of Kalibo Santo Niño Ati-Atihan that we are going to talk about later, wherein the locals displayed their ingenuity in making colorful towering figures made of paper, bamboos, or other indigenous materials. Next, they have the 19 Martyrs of Aklan. It is a commemoration of the 19 Martyrs of Aklan who have their lives in the cause of freedom from their colonizer. This is held every 23rd of March. Next is Aklan Day celebration, of course, formally declaring independence from its mother province of Capiz in 1956. Next, did you know that Aklanons are believing in aswang? These are the tales about this creature common among Aklanons, and there are superstitions that are practiced to ward off the dangers they cause. Now let's go over to the fun part. I know that Aklan has tourist site to offer, but I do have here the 4 major tourist attractions of Aklan. The first is the Kalibo Cathedral, St. John the Baptist Cathedral. It is located in J.M. Reyes Street, Kalibo, Aklan. The church edifice was subsequently renovated immediately after it was slightly wrecked by the 1990 earthquake. Its architectural design was beautifully crafted by renowned national artist Leonardo V. Locsin. Next is Bakawan Eco Park. It is located at Kalibo, Aklan as well. The Eco Park has a small mini park and a recreation area, 1 kilometer eco walk pathway bridge that wind up into the wide stretch of thick mangrove plantation and end up into the beach where one could enjoy breathtaking grasp of nature. Try on kayaking, water adventure, or have a picnic and wind into. Next is Museo It Achaean. It is located in Martelino Street, Kalibo, Aklan. You can see here the memorabilia of Monsignor Gabriel M. Reyes, the first Archbishop of the Philippines, and some religious artifacts. Last but not the least, Boracay Island, the most famous beach in our country. It is located in Malay, Aklan. While it's popular for the beaches, there are more places to visit in Boracay that will not disappoint the visitors. Now let's talk about the famous festivals in Aklan. First one here is Kalibo Food Festival. It is various kiosks offer a variety of either local or foreign dishes in the manner of local tradition of town's local constituent and usually accompanied by live music bands to entertain the guests and the visitors. Next is Aklan Piña and Fiber Festival. So as I mentioned earlier, they have the piña weaving tradition, so it came up with a festival as well. It is a product showcase of the world-class craftsmanship, using indigenous raw materials such as abaca, piña, fiber, raffia. The festival aimed to promote, preserve, and develop the loom weaving industry in the province, hoping to establish Aklan as the handloom weaving destination in the country. Third, the most famous festival in Aklan, Ati-Atihan Festival. It held in the town of Calibo. The Ati-Atihan is a two-pronged celebration to firstly honor the Santo Niño, or what we call Baby Jesus, and secondly, to commemorate a peace between two warring tribes back in 1210. Now let's proceed to the Negros Occidental, or Sugar Bowl of the Philippines. It's a province in the Philippines located in the western Visayas region. Its capital is the city of Bacolod. It occupies the northwestern half of the large island of Negros and borders Negros Oriental, which comprises the southeastern half. Just like in other provinces in the Philippines, Negros Occidental also has customs and beliefs. The culture of Negros Occidental has been heavily influenced by both the Spanish and the later American occupations of the region. The indigenous religion long gave way to Roman Catholicism as the dominant religion. The people of Negros Occidental value hospitality, family, humor, and hard work. On the holiday tradition, on Christmas Eve, it is customary to eat bread that is spread with one of many different toppings and drink soft drinks. New Year's Eve is bigger tradition and the meals are larger and more festive. Firecrackers are lit on New Year's Eve to keep bad luck away from home and its residents. In ethnic group, majority of the household population in Negros Occidental classified themselves as either Hiligaynon or Hilonggo, 77.68%, or Cebuano, 20.20%. The rest were either Binisaya or Bisaya, 0.38%, Kankaini or Kankainay, 0.24%, or were from other ethnic groups, 1.50%. Here are the major attractions in Negros Occidental. The first one is Danjugan Island, falls under the jurisdiction of Kawayan, Negros Occidental. Danjugal Island is one of the best island destinations in Negros Occidental. It is a 43-hectare island with lush vegetation, is a home of many wildlife species. Its coasts are teeming with marine life forms, a perfect getaway for nature lovers. The island is a marine reserve and wildlife sanctuary, an ecotourism destination for students, researchers, and of course tourists. There are plenty of things to do here like snorkeling, kayaking, trekking, bird watching, sailing, and scuba diving. The second is the Lacawon Island Resort, is one of the most famous tourist spots in Negros Occidental. It is a 16-hectare banana-shaped island resort dotted with coconut trees. It is being dubbed as the Boracay of Negros for its vast pure white sand beach. This is a perfect weekend getaway destination for families and friends to relax and enjoy the beach and amenities of the resort. The resort proudly offers all the comforts of home available and spacious accommodation. Of all the tourist attractions in the province, never miss to visit Lacawon Island Resort. The third on the list is the Ruins, is located in Talisay City, Negros Occidental. The Ruins is one of the most beautiful tourist spots in Negros Occidental. It remains the once of the grand mansion built by Don Mariano Lacson for his unending love of his wife, Maria Braga, after her death. This is the reason why it's known as Taj Mahal of the Philippines. It was burned down by the United States Armed Forces in the Far East when World War II broke out, since rumors had it that Japanese forces might use it as headquarters. The building is still amazing and was made of Italianate architecture with neo-Romanesque twin columns. Outside the mansion is fountain with a beautiful garden. Kampuestuhan, or the last resort, is located in Talisay City, Negros Occidental. Kampuestuhan Highland Resort is a fantastic resort in Negros Occidental, dubbed as the Disneyland of Negros. A resort with so many features and so many things to do, mainly built for fun and relaxation, especially for families and friends. They have zip lines, sky bike, carousel, heroes hall, shoe house, giant foot-shaped swimming pool, huge playground, and more. The food being served also gain a good reputation, and their accommodation is really good. Here are the three famous festivals in Negros Occidental. First on the list is the Panaad sa Negros Festival, the gathering of all festival in Negros Occidental. If you don't have the opportunity to witness all festival for each municipality and cities in the province, then this event is the perfect chance for you. One of the major events of this fiesta is the festival dance competition participated by all cities and municipalities, showcasing their own local festivity. It is a festival held annually during the month of April in Bacolod. Panaad is the Hiligaynon word for vow or promise, coming from the root word saad. The festival is a form of thanksgiving to divine providence and commemoration of a vow in exchange for a good life. The second is the world-renowned Mascara Festival, has been attracting visitors around the globe to witness one of the most colorful and vibrant fiestas in the Philippines. Street dancers in this festival are garbed with colorful and flamboyant costumes together with their beautifully crafted smiling masks with intricate and huge headdresses. Mascara Festival is celebrated every October. The Mascara Festival of Bacolod City is one of the most biggest festivals in the Philippines. Believe it or not, the festival has been giving local and international visitors the chance to have fun, drink, and party on the street of Bacolod for over 30 years now. The last festival is the Pintaflores Festival. The storyline behind Pintaflores revolves around the adversity and victory of a princess who took the challenge to go to the unexplored lands. Legend has it that Princess Nabinka, who hailed from Cebu City, chose to take the journey from the city to a closed island alongside members of her royal fraternity. The region was named after the princess and is today known as San Carlos.
Mayad-ayad nga aga, ako si Princess May Maneha, and I want to share how wonderful and beautiful Capiz is. Capiz is a province in the western Visayas region that is home to Roxas City, also known as the seafood capital of the Philippines. Aside from mouth-watering seafood dishes, Capiz also boasts of enchanting caves, historical landmarks, and beaches that will fulfill your wanderlust. Roxas City, boasting its 80-kilometer coastline and wide expanse of swampy lands, easily converted into fish ponds. It also holds one of the richest fishing grounds and is a major contributor in the aquamarine industry of the Philippines. Unique to oyster farms and aqua farms, these fishing practices have become an interesting showcase for locals and visitors. Capiz shell is a culture staple of Filipino culture. Filipinos use the shell to make windows, lanterns, light fixtures, kitchen utensils, bowls, jewelry, and even chalk and animal glue. There are countless uses for the material, and we have discovered them through centuries of coexistence. First tourist attraction that I want to share in Capiz is Olatayan Island. The island is named as such because it resembles the shape of head and the stomach. In the local language, ulo means head, while tayan means stomach. This is also thrive and abundant marine life, thus don't miss out the snorkeling here. Although the island is inhabited, it remains pristine because locals are sustainably managing it. That makes it one of the model ecotourism spot in the Philippines. Mantalinga Island, touted as the Good Luck Island by the Tourist Office. Mantalinga Island is said to be inhabited by unseen deities and spirits. Locals believe that they bring good fortune to the fisherman. Surely, you'll hear a lot, some interesting stories about this, but I'll leave that up for the locals to share. The island offers a good spot for scuba diving as well as kayaking racing competition. Mantalinga Island is one of the emerging Capiz tourist spots. Panay Church, otherwise called Santa Monica Parish Church. Panay Church is a prominent historical landmark in Capiz. It boasts of neoclassical from Baroque architecture made of coral blocks. The church has an impressive facade with creative wooden designs. Another must-see spot here is a 5-story belfry that houses the largest bell in the Philippines. It is made from at least 70 sacks of gold and silver coins donated by locals during the construction phase. Last is Hinulugan Falls. Hinulugan Falls is one of the highest in the province, with multiple layers that truly blow you into amazement. Pristine woodlands upstream feed the brook leading into falls. Even along the road, one already can hear the rusting sound of Hinulugan Falls. It is one of the emerging tourist spots in Capiz. Capiz Tahan, in honor of him, the locals from Capiz hold an annual festival on April 13 to 15 to commemorate the anniversary of his death. The festival called Kapistahan played with the word Capiz and Kapistahan. This was one of the most popular attractions, especially for those people waiting for the fireworks show. Truly, the Capisteños are deep-rooted in their culture and history. Consider dropping by Capiz in April to witness the fun that is Kapistahan. Aswang Festival. Aswang Festival is a culturally significant celebration in Rojas City, planned to change the negative meaning connected to the territory prominently called Space of Aswang by transforming the creature into Capiz chief fascination. This yearly merriment keeps running toward the finish of October in time for yearly perception of All Saints Day or Undas in the Philippines. Impression of Capiz as home of Aswang by remembering it just a fantasy.
Now to complete the Region 6 Western Visayas region, let's go ahead and talk about the last province that we have. This is where the mountain meets the sea, Antique. Antique is a seahorse-shaped province that occupies nearly the entire western coast of Panay Island in the Philippines. The Antique province is divided into 18 municipalities and there are 6 islands in Antique. People who live here are called Antiqueño and Antiqueña. The capital city is San Jose de Buena Vista, or referred to by the locals simply as San Jose. It is a first-class municipality and capital of province of Antique. The main dialect of the people here are Kinaraya. Most of the people can speak this dialect and some part they speak Bisaya. Now let's discuss what are their customs and tradition. What is Antique famous for? Kawa hot bath. That's where they got the term kawa bath. Instead of having bubbles or milk, you'll get medicinal herbs and flowers in your kawa bath. And sometimes they put ginger. Next is the Rafflesia speciosa, rare and in other parts of Southeast Asia. The plant is thought to have medicinal powers. Next is also, like other provinces in Western Visayas, they also believe in aswang, witch, and encantos. Tales about the creatures are common among Aklanons, and there are superstitions that are practiced to ward the dangers they cause. Next is ethnic groups. Speakers of dialect of the Kinarayan language who have crafted the only rice terrace clusters in the Visayas through indigenous knowledge and sheer vernacular capabilities. Let's go over with religion. Most of the people here in Antique are Roman Catholic. And now I will show you 4 major tourist attractions that you can visit here in Antique, the most suggested and recommended ones. First is Mararison Island. It is located in Colasi, Antique, Philippines. During low tide, a long white sandbar is revealed from the sparkling blue waters, perfect for swimming and snorkeling. Follow to the inland trail to see the Malalison iconic grass-covered rolling hills. Next is Tibiao Falls. Located in Tibiao, Antique, Philippines. It's the perfect way to finish your day in a Tibiao after enjoying other fun-filled things to do in town like whitewater river rafting, river tubing, hiking to the Bugtong Bato Falls, and other activities that you can find here, such as fishing and many more. Third is Malumpati Cold Spring and Pandan. It is located in Pandan, Antique, Philippines. The name Malumpati possibly comes from the root word lumpat, which means to jump. This part of the river is so deep that you can safely jump from high diving platforms from Malumpati. Enjoy a slow cruise down to the river on a bamboo raft. go stand-up, paddle boarding, kayaking, and other sumstom meals. Fourth is Mount Baloy or Mount Baloy. It is located in Valderrama, Antique, Philippines. Mount Baloy's bewitching mossy forest is considerably more wilder, and the trek to the summit is more challenging than Mount Madias and Mount Nangtud. It takes around 4 to 5 days to reach the peak and get back from the jump off at Barangay San Agustin, Lublub in Valderrama. Of course, I do have here as well the most famous festivals in Antique. The first is Binarayan Festival, but most especially, the town of Antique has a great part on this celebration. Antique is a very famous town in Antique. Every year, the people of Antique reenact such a memorable event during the celebration of Binarayan Festival in the month of December. Through this celebration, Antiqueños who were scattered in different parts of the country and the world would journey back to their past and trace their noble roots. Next is Tiring Banay Festival for San Jose de Buena Vista. It also showcases the primary livelihood of San Jose, which is farming and fishing. As the capital town of Antique, San Jose de Buena Vista also work on its goal towards tourism through this special celebration. It represents the banner products displayed in different booths at EBJ Freedom Park such as agri-fishery products, handicrafts, garden flower and herbs, and many more. Lastly is the Banigan Festival. The festival aims to encourage the people of Antique, especially the people of Libertad, that banig produce could more possibly turn into high valuable thing in the whole world. And that will be all for the Region 6. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you learned a lot today. Thank you and goodbye.